Hello and welcome to episode 28/29 of Kitze. I am so sorry for missing yesterday's episode, but it was Valentine's Day, the day of love, and your boy had 1.5 glasses of wine. He broke his alcohol streak. You know that I haven't been drinking for I don't know, a month and a half probably at this point. Maybe even last time I had a glass of something was at New Year's. And glass and a half is not much, but if I go on the podcast, I'm already saying way too much. I'm already telling you way too many details about my life. If I start drinking and get on a podcast, it's either going to be top 3 most entertaining things ever, or it's going to end up in me being canceled. So I decided to skip it. And also, I wanted to spend more time with my wife, so that's why I didn't record the podcast. I have a new fidgety toy on my desk. I have a Rubik's Cube. I bought it yesterday while I was buying Valentine's gift presents. Definitely not last minute. Definitely I'm an organized person who's working on a planner as his main life project, and I'm organized, okay? I definitely did not buy a Valentine's gift last moment, and after that I didn't enter a children's toy store and bought a Rubik's Cube. This thing, I was trying to crack it today, the algorithm. I'm going to find it. So if we get all the yellow on one side, and I'm oh yeah, that's the problem. You cannot get all the yellow on one side. You donut. So yeah, this is going to be one of my new hobbies. I'm going to start investigating and learning and get into YouTube on how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Anyway, we already started with the tangents. Today's Thursday, 15th of February. I'm recording this at 8:44 p.m. In this podcast, I'm talking about my personal self-development journey and trying to make it in life, whatever that means. If it's your cup of tea, walk with me, put on your headphones, put on your shoes, go for a walk. You'll thank yourself. I walked today for 12,300 steps. So get out there. It was raining. I didn't care. If you're new here, my name is Kitze. I'm the founder of Sizzy, the browser for developers, and Benji, the Life OS, and the course called Zero to Shipped, which I just finished today. Give a round of applause for everybody. No, finish with an asterisk. I finished the main chunk of the course, the main part of the course. The part that teaches you how to ship a SaaS from beginning till the end is finally finished. Now I'm going to wait for motherfuckers who are like, how's the course going? And we need all the material. It's here. Well, where's your SaaS? Now I'm going to start emailing them back. Until now, they were pressuring me. Dude, I would be like, my daughter is lovely on Twitter. And they would be like, yeah, but are you going to finish the course? Oh boy, I'm bookmarking all of those fuckers. And now I'm asking, hey, I see you're watching basketball. Where's your fucking product, you donut? Anyway, I finished the main part today, meaning only the super extra bonus part it needs to be recorded at some point. Probably I'll finish it this week because I cannot think about it. But this part is about external integrations with app like Snaplet and Sentry and Glink and AI and ChatGPT and basically connecting with all sorts of things. So you don't need any of those things to basically ship a startup. So I even said it in the last video I recorded today. I was recording the entire day from 9-something a.m. to around 3:30, 4 p.m. I was recording the entire day. And the final video when I recorded it, I told people, if you watched until here, you're ready. Don't wait for me to post a video on how to integrate with AI. You don't need any of that to actually ship a functional startup. So a weight has lifted on my chest, but it's still not, completely lifted because I really want to record even the bonus material. Hopefully, I'll plow through it tomorrow and on Saturday. Saturday is my work day because yesterday was my non-work day. And I'll finish everything. What else? If you like an assistant, an awesome assistant like MJ, who hasn't appeared in the last 3 days, I'm really concerned about the guy at this point because I've been texting him. There's no reply from him. I'm really glad that so far I haven't given him my bank account details because it's tax season. And I told my accountant, no worries. I was late literally every single month in the last 5 years. I've been late with payments. Now I have an assistant. This month we won't be late. Now it's the last days to report the taxes to basically gather on the invoices. MJ is gone for 3 days. So it's something with electricity in this area. Something exploded and there's no contact from him. Now, if this was a freelancer on Upwork, I would get very upset. I would be like, they're fucking lying. I don't trust people on Upwork. But because Athena is standing behind him, I know there's a company behind him. He wouldn't want to lose his job because that's his thing right now. So definitely there's something going on. And I feel bad. And I'm texting him every day, but no reply. So anyway, if you like an awesome assistant like MJ, you can go to athenago.me/kitze and get your assistant. Don't forget to send me video or comment questions. Conferences I'm going to, they are Infobip Shift in Croatia. It's going to be fire. September, React Alicante, same month in Spain. And there's one more in Split, but I still don't have the dates about when I'm going to that one. So let's do the Benji review. Sleep time and sleep score. Let me see if I can share my screen here. No private thingies. All right. So sleep time and sleep score. I think I slept fine last night. No complaints there. Hydration. I couldn't find the purple bottle for most of my day. So I'm not properly hydrated. When I don't have that bottle, I just drink a glass of water and then I stay on my computer for hours without drinking. So this is literally a life hack. You might think that I'm joking, but get yourself 1.2-liter bottle of water and you're going to drink more water naturally. Side tangent. Let me go back to the screen. Someone was like, hey, can you put chapters? Like, I would like to skip the Benji review. The problem is, dude, there's no chapters with your boy. Like, I'll start talking about A and I end up talking about Z. I'll start talking about my Benji review, but I'll think of something and then I'll start explaining about my sleep routine and shit. That's why I'm not going to put chapters. Watch if you want to watch. Otherwise, who's the singer of Chandelier? See ya. Otherwise, are you American Pie? Because bye-bye. That song, you know, bye-bye American Pie. Anyway, I got this. This thing is the thing that I mentioned. That's 150 fucking euros. And I'm like, what is the point? Why is it so expensive? Because I got another one that I plugged. You plug it in a socket and it's like 70 euros. So it's a CO2 meter. Apparently, this is the most correct one. And the nice thing, it has an e-ink screen and the battery life lasts for I don't know how long, but you don't need to plug it in. So I got 4 of these and it gives you like 3 levels of how clean is your air. Right now it's 783. When it gets above 1,000, it goes yellow here. If it goes above 1,500, it will start beeping every 5 minutes. It also tells you the temperature and the humidity. So I put one in the bedroom, one in the office. And we've been ventilating way more, especially my wife. Like, she would ventilate maybe once per day the bedroom. But now that she sees how often the bedroom air like gets a lot of CO2, like, she ventilates the bedroom way more often. And if you think like, why do you need a CO2 meter? Just open the window. I'm repeating this. It's not enough to do it once per day. Now, if you do it 4 times per day, you don't need this. Congratulations. But 99% of people don't do it 4 times per day. So this is useful. I keep seeing this. Even when it goes yellow, I go and open the window. So I guess that's nice. Fasting, I've been fasting since 10 p.m. until, I don't know, at 3 p.m. So when I eat bad at night, I completely skip breakfast and I haven't had anything. Weight, I haven't recorded my weight today. I added this log, but this was for yesterday. So let me just correct that. I finally broke 93, dude. Round of applause. I need a soundboard. You give me a round of applause for your boy. We've been going down. Now I'm at my lowest. I haven't been 93. Well, last time I was 93 was on 6th of December. Then this thing happened. Like my parents-in-law, they just left. And slowly, I think they were bringing some kind of accountability to my life because they were staying with us for a while. And then as soon as they left, I was like, you know what can happen. And suddenly, boom, I'm 98, almost 99 kilos. So then I'll be slowly going down. And now we're down back to 93.6. But this is the lowest. So previously it was 93.8. Now it's 93.6. Dude, when I see 80, it's going to be a celebration. When I see 80, I'm going to do a giveaway of CZ licenses, the course, whatever. I'm really going to celebrate. This is a promise. So I forgot to mention this. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I promise you that I'm going to start donating my revenue from Twitter, which lately it's been a lot because your boy's posting a lot of bangers. So last time I donated, maybe I should put this in a link so you guys can donate too. Maybe you can find it on my Twitter and be a good person. My friend Tomas sent me about a baby of one of his friends, whatever. I'm butchering this sentence. But basically there's like a GoFundMe and I donated the last 160 euros for that. Whatever money is going to come from Twitter, I'm immediately going to find a case, something that's close to me, as I said, either in person or someone that I know needs help, not just some random charities where I feel like the money is going to go away. And honestly, like, I don't need suggestions. If you're like, hey, can you please donate for the plants in whatever, I don't care. It has to be close to me. It has to be something happening around me. So I just wanted, I want to keep myself accountable and I want you to keep me accountable. So when I hit 80 weight, remind me, hey, fucker, you said you're going to give away licenses and shit. Also, I need to give away an iPad, and I think I finally found a way because I said whoever going to retweet the tweet, my pinned tweet about me announcing the course, it gets in a giveaway for an iPad. But I couldn't find a way. There's no website. Like back in the day, I made a website called Lucky Retweet where you put a tweet URL and it gives you a lucky retweeter and then you can reward them with something. With nowadays, Elon butchered the API. Even before Elon, the API wasn't allowing to do this kind of giveaways. But I'm going to do it the manual way. I'm going to go through all of the retweets, write down all the names in Excel or whatever, and just shuffle and find one person, and I'm going to give away an iPad. Keep me accountable of these things. I just don't want to say random things in the podcast. Next, we have workout. I haven't worked out this week. After Sunday, I haven't done a workout, so I've been only walking every day a lot. Like, I don't know what happened, honestly. As soon as I swapped my, I'm going to work on Wednesday and not work on Saturday and yada, 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 like a little bit messy, but it's going fine. Walking is going fine. Meals, yesterday we had a Valentine's cheat meal, which is not even cheat meal at all. Like the only cheat meal part here is this focaccia, which my wife is like absolutely killing it when she makes this focaccia bread. And I felt, I don't like to be this cringy. Like a lot of times when I'll be like, Sisi is the best and whatever, or my wife is the best cook. Like it's because some things happen. But also I told my wife, man, this is going on the podcast. Like last week she made macaroni and she was like, do you like pasta? And I'm like, no, I'm going to have like brown rice. I said, I'm not going to eat pasta. And then she eats the pasta. She's like, please try it. I made the worst pasta possible. And I'm like, You cannot fuck up pasta. Like the only person, I don't want to name names because they might recognize this, but I've tried this somewhere around the years when I was in college. Like someone made pasta, and me and my friends were joking like, holy fuck, how can you fuck up pasta? Like I still haven't tried pasta that's worse than that one. It's like it was so fucking greasy. Horrible. But anyway, my wife makes this pasta and I'm like, I'm going to finish this rice and I'm going to take a couple of pieces. Cause I don't believe that you can fuck up pasta. She did it. Dude, they knocked on our door. Guinness World Record. Worst part, I think she boiled the motherfucker out of it. So you poke it with a fork and it just falls apart, just like my life lately. So anyway, but this focaccia bread, she absolutely killed it. So we had this like cheat meal. I don't know. I asked her, how did we invent this? How the fuck did we invent a meal like focaccia with cherry tomatoes and olives, tuna, onion, and red wine? And she was like, well, once we wanted to eat bread with something and we didn't have enough groceries and we were lazy to shop, so we took random shit from the fridge. And I just love this combination. It's a lot of like veggies and onion and tuna and this bread, and you dip it in oil and salt, and it's fucking amazing. So I marked it as, not aligned with my goals because it's actually kind of healthy, but it wasn't aligned with my goals. Anyway, today I had only 2 meals, chicken, rice, and vegetables, and we have a new sweet snack. Like instead of doing the oatmeal, I'm done with oatmeal because yesterday I wanted to make my traditional recipe, oatmeal, protein powder. Finally got my protein powder, cocoa powder. Dude, I'm putting the oatmeal and I see a tiny black thing in it. And I'm like, is it one of the grains? Like, what is going on? And I see a tiny bug. Like, it was the tiniest bug. And I'm like, first in my code, now in my food. Motherfuckers, they're everywhere. But as I mentioned on a previous podcast, I was like, I want to quit oatmeal, but I just needed something to, to kick me over this oatmeal addiction. Dude, when I saw this bug, I just took my meal, the oatmeal, because you make a meal with oatmeal, and I just poured everything down. Like, I throw everything in the trash. No more oatmeal, we're done. So today I asked my wife, dude, I'm craving that. I'm craving that sweet-ish thing after lunch. And she was like, do you want me to boil millet with cocoa powder, scoop of protein, and strawberries? And I'm like, I don't trust that that's going to be good, dude. It's fire. It's like eating a chocolate pudding because you put cocoa powder, chocolate protein, and the millet is kind of fluffy and it has like the texture of pudding. It was like 90% while in the middle of conversation, it feels like eating a pudding. So I love finding these meals, which seems like a cheat meal. It seems like a sweet meal, but it's actually made with healthy ingredients. Chop a bunch of strawberries? Are you American Pie? Because bye-bye. It's fucking amazing. Anyway, so we covered the food yesterday and today. Yesterday, no other cheat meals. Pomodoros and habits. Let's not talk about the Pomodoros. I'm not in a good habit. Like today I've been working the entire fucking day and I only tracked 2 hours and 18 minutes. So I'm not good at tracking these Pomodoros. I'll get better. And regarding habits, let's not even go there. Red City, dude. Red City. Is my habit tracker Manchester United? Because go Devils, right? Look, everything fucking red. The anytime they're not bad. Like no sweets, no coffee, yada, yada, yada. But everything else has been bad today. Yesterday, a little bit better. Yesterday was a little bit better. Today, I forgot to do a bunch of things in the morning and I broke my... Wait, I didn't mark this. No alcohol. I marked it as failed. And that's it. That's the Benji review. Alrighty, where were we? I just ended recording up until that moment and I had a 1-hour therapy session and now I continued. Your boy is back in doing therapy. I might not continue with the same therapist. I just wanted to get one out of the way because I promised myself I'm going to do it because it's like sometimes it's obvious that you need something in your life. I'm glad I did it. I'm always skeptical of therapists, like I spent the entire session looking like, are you going to give me some valuable nugget? At the end of the day, I think if therapy was free, because it's expensive as a motherfucker, like this cost, let me just tell you in euros. I'm not kidding. This was 300 zloty, which I just converted it, and it's 69 euros. Nice, but it really is. So just paying, even if you go twice per month, it's still a lot of money for a lot of people. But I think if it was free, if everyone was getting like a random call from a smart person for free, and you could just vent and express all of your emotions and anger and whatever you have in you, and then they give you nice advice and they're like, whoa, slow it down. Let's just think about it this way and that way. I think everyone would do it because it's nothing more than that. Like I just paused the podcast in the same chair. I didn't go sitting on a couch or whatever. And I just had a call for an hour with a woman and she was very helpful. Most of the time I was talking, but I like that she's not one of those people that she's going to let you, there's some sketchy motherfuckers out there who are going to let you talk for the entire session and be like, tell me more. She was interrupting and she knew how to drive the conversation. So it was great. Some suggestions that, I mentioned this before, that this does nothing, honestly. It enters one ear and you're like, oh, wow, that's amazing. It exits another. And by tomorrow, like I'll go to sleep now. It's almost 11 o'clock. By tomorrow, I'll just remember nothing from this. If I don't sit down, write some notes, and then basically do the work myself. I've told you, like no one is coming to save you. No one is going to save you. You got to do the work yourself. And she even said it. She was like, you might not have time for all of this right now. What I can recommend to you is just do a bunch of journaling. Like we have a lot of thoughts And the best metaphor that I've heard about this is, it was like a visual metaphor from Mel Robbins. She's also amazing. If you've read her books or seen her YouTube channel, she's amazing. And she was like, our thoughts are like flowing water all the time. And a lot of times we're just trying to, catch it with our hands. That's just thinking and overthinking. And she's like, it overflows. Like there's so many thoughts that it actually overflows. But if we get a bottle of water or a big bucket and we just let the thoughts flow into that bucket, then we can grab and capture all the thoughts. And that's what journaling is. Instead of your thoughts just running away, you just sit down and you just write everything, and everything goes through you, and it has some therapeutic effect. Am I doing that? No. I'm doing this bullshit 3-minute journal in the morning, which is not journaling. That's why I have a habit called brain dump 300 words, which at some point I was doing it, that I even added an option in Benji about journaling. So when you write a journal, like it counts how many words do you write. So I'm going to show you that in a second. You can say morning journal, and you start writing here in this content, and here like it counts how many words do you write. And if you have a word goal, you can say 300 words. And then as you type, like it helps you write 300 words. I was doing this at some point, that I even built this feature. Now I'm not doing it. And I think doing it on paper is even better than doing it digitally. But right now I just want to start doing it somehow. So it's just painfully obvious how needed in life is, especially when you're navigating a lot of complex situations in your life. And especially when you're dealing with people who need therapy themselves, but they're not going to do that. So you have to be the one doing all the work, because they're going to have a certain effect on you. And in order for them not to have a certain effect on you, you just got to be stronger and learn to navigate your thoughts and feelings and everything, because feelings comes from thoughts at the end of the day. Like it's sad, but the title of the book, The Mountain Is You, is so fucking true, because you cannot just point to other people. You can be like, no, AI this and the president that, and these people said this and said that. At the end of the day, you can only fix yourself. You cannot change the world. You cannot change the economy. You cannot change the people around you a lot of times, unfortunately. So you got to do the work. So yeah, journaling and meditation is just something painfully obvious that I need to do. Even in this book from Brianna Weiss, she was talking about sometimes you hit the gym, but what you need is actually to meditate. And I'm like, oh, fuck it. Stop pointing fingers at me, woman. Like I'm reading another book from her called 100 Essays About Life, or something with essays. And like, I hate how much this woman is speaking to me directly. She's like, what was that movie? Like The Truman Show. Like I feel like I'm trapped somewhere. She's the writer, and now she's giving me the script, and I'm like, motherfucker, stop. Like this is painful to read. But yeah, definitely going to reread that book, and hopefully I will start journaling and meditation, because I see meditation as something obvious I need in my life, and I still don't do it. I can be in the sauna, kill 25 minutes in the sauna, and meditate at the same time, still not doing it. But whatever, dude, whatever. Let's move on. What did I want to tell you about yesterday? It was my first swap of Wednesday with Saturday. So I really liked it, because I get a lot of time with my family in the middle of the week, so I don't have to wait like 5 days of grinding, and then Friday comes along and finally have more time with your family and stuff. And plus you get like a bonus Friday, right? Because you get only like one Friday, and then it's the weekend. Those are the 2 days. But now Tuesday felt like, oh shit, I'm not working tomorrow, so I can stay a little bit later. So it felt like an extra Friday. And then Friday I'll be working. But on Saturday it will feel like another, you get the double feeling of tomorrow I get a free day. I'll see how it will go. I like that I scheduled a bunch of things yesterday. Like we took my daughter for her 3rd shot of vaccination, basically. And I thought I'm going to be this paranoid parent which obsesses with books, because during the pregnancy, I had a bunch of pregnancy books on how to help with delivery and I learned a bunch of stuff about. I haven't finished all of them, but I was reading way more during the pregnancy than after we actually have the kid. I know I would have to read a little bit more later, at a later stage. Like a lot of parents don't understand that like children's psychology is complex, but it's also simple. Like people have written about it. And if you go the YOLO way and you're like, oh, I'm going to tell them whatever, someone has already written like how you can. I think it's very easy to play with their psychology if you know how it works. So I know that soon I would have to read a little bit more. Right now, honestly, I haven't been reading a lot. Like I've been listening to dad podcasts, not a lot lately. I feel kind of guilty about that. I want to change it. I've been talking about the vaccinations. I thought I'm going to be this paranoid parent who investigates and double researches everything and which vaccine. Like we go to the doctor and she's like, your daughter needs the shots in a month. And I'm like, cool. We go to the doctor and I'm like, she's like, you got to go to the pharmacy and buy this shot. I go, I don't even look at the brand. I don't go online, Google, will vaccinations do whatever. We go, they put her, she cries for 1 second, then they show her a toy and she's fine. And that's what I'm going to do, because all these fucking psychopaths who don't vaccinate their kids. Right now in Macedonia and Serbia, we have back, like, I don't know what is it called, some very serious cough that a lot of children got right now. And now parents are rushing to go vaccinate them now. Well, it doesn't fucking work like that. You donuts. Idiots, thinking that the vaccine is going to cure the thing that, like, you're supposed to put it beforehand so it doesn't happen. Put sprinkles on you, swim in some glazing, because you donuts. So irritating. I'm so glad I'm on a separate floor and my daughter can sleep upstairs and I can yell here. And if I wake her up once, I'm going to have a podcast studio in a shed outside. So anyway, we went for the vaccinations. It went super smooth. She didn't get a high temperature at night. She cried for literally 1 second. And that was it. That's what we did yesterday. So basically, everything that happens now on, like we have a meeting where we have to, like we're meeting with an interior designer next week for renovating the living room. And previously it was like, when someone would ask me or my wife, when can we meet? Like, it's like, oh, but I'm working on Monday, whatever, and Saturday, they don't work. Now it can be like Wednesday. We can do everything on Wednesday. Yesterday, I was at the dentist. Like, when can be the next appointment? Wednesday. It's so simple because businesses don't work on Friday. And on Wednesday, like, I have this half-free day where if you go to a mall, if you go to any place, there's no line. You don't need to mix with all these mouth breathers on the weekend. You can just be, free, and there's no line in malls, in shopping places, anywhere. And you can use Wednesday for the day when you do chores and errands, and you also spend your time with your family. It's freaking amazing. So far, I like it. I don't know what else I did. Basically, we did a real long walk with my wife and daughter. We spent some time at home. I don't exactly know what else happened, but I know that I went to the dentist. This time I didn't do bubble tea because we were supposed to have our Valentine's dinner and I didn't want to fucking ruin it. So we're finally down to the last appointment. They did like a practice run on the tooth, on the crown. And they were like, this is how it's going to look like finally. Tell me if it feels weird. It feels fucking weird. It feels like having a metallic thing in your mouth when you bite. It doesn't feel natural. I think it takes time for the body to accept it. Am I thinking about how would we live if there's ever like an apocalyptic scenario where, couple of these bigots and idiots launch some nukes and then a couple of people survive and then we have to live in the wilderness. Like, what if your tooth hurts? Dude, what were they doing before dentists? Like, the dentist is drilling there. I'm listening to an audiobook, half dozing off and half thinking, how would we live without this? When they had a toothache back in the day, would they like, fuck it, and they just go with an axe and then you're like, without a tooth? And what the fuck were they doing? It's just mind-blowing to me that, it's mind-blowing that we got here as a society so technologically and medically advanced, and did we like this close from some orange fat fuck fucking it up by like, I'm gonna launch the nukes and we're better, boop, and just everything goes back to zero. It just blows my mind that that's a scenario. Anyway, so that was yesterday. Today, as I said, woke up, coffee, water, go on the computer, record the course. I was doing that for the entire day. Then we had lunch. Then I went for a really long walk. Probably I walked today for like, I don't know, hour and a half or more than that. And then I come back on the computer and I see another AI announcement from OpenAI. So this time they have a new model that's called Sora, which is going to generate videos. It already generates videos. So go on Twitter, YouTube, whatever, and type in OpenAI Sora and cry. And cry. Because it's freaking, dude, we're this close from indie people replacing Hollywood movies and shows and shit like that. Like, at least there's going to be some masterpieces in the future. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a category at the Oscars, at whatever, for like AI-generated movie or a script or a show or whatever. It's happening, dude. This videos, like, couple of months ago, we were laughing at AI cannot generate hands in pictures. Now they have perfect hand waving in videos. And it blows my mind. Like, my talk at the conferences in autumn is going to be about AI is going to take your job. Because previously, in my previous talks, I had little snippets about that. Now I want to make this entire talk about this fucking thing. And I'm just adding more points to my case. I'm so glad that they released this and we have a few more months. God knows what's going to happen. It just blows my mind that smart people, like I know very, very smart people, who are against AI, because they're obviously afraid of losing their job. They're afraid of losing their stability. So they have to cope and have this fear of like, oh no, it's not going to be that good. Dude, if it can generate videos this good and hands and whatever else, why can't you apply use your third brain cell? What's going to happen in 3 months, 6, 7, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years? You're still going to be alive. I'm not even going to be even 40 in 5 years. I will still have to take care of my family and doing everything else. If this can generate Hollywood movies, web developers, designers, use your third brain cell, bro. You're going to think you're going to spend your entire day in Figma drawing rectangles? And then a developer is going to get paid $300K per year to take those rectangles and over-engineer them into an app? You're out of your fucking minds. Like today, Nat Friedman from GitHub announced that they're investing $100 million in a company called magic.ai or magic something. It's on my Twitter. Go check it out. And they're going to be doing, like, their landing page was something like, tired of Copilot. Let me try to find this landing page actually, magic.dev. I think this is it. So I'm going to show it to you for people who watch on the video. Magic is working on frontier scale code models to build a coworker, not just a copilot. Things we believe. Code generation is both a product and a path to AGI. AGI safety matters and is solvable. And to build a great AI product, I'm tired, shut the fuck up. We need to train our own frontier scale model. And where was the thing that I wanted to read? I think this was it. Transformers aren't the final architecture. We have something with a multi-million token context window. Do you know what that means? It can read entire code bases. It's not limited to 5 files. It can read entire code bases, and you'll be able to tell it, hey, I don't like that this is in PHP. Rewrite it in Next.js and Blitz. And the thing is going to go get my course, read it, consume everything, and then do it accordingly. But front-end developers are so stubborn. They're so proud of their LinkedIn status of being like an engineer at a company, crafting dreams, whatever the fuck. It's going to end, bro. You don't read the docs. Do you understand that we were lazy fuckers, humans? Like, we don't read the docs. We spend most of our day on Twitter. We're like chilling, having Netflix on the side. These AI things, the only thing they do is think about this shit. I've been talking about driving. People are like, self-driving, I want to hold my own wheel. Shut up. You're checking your phone all the time. You're not a better driver. When someone tells me, dude, I'm a better driver than a co-pilot. Fucker, it has the car has 9 cameras around it. Like, it's checking for every possible scenario. You're only checking what your wife texted you. Or you're scrolling someone's Instagram reel. While you're you're looking at the road, looking at your phone. Shut up. You don't even know what's to your left and right. And people are like, oh, I'm a better driver. Shut up. Like, there's so many videos. Like, go watch Tesla Saves Live. When someone couldn't react that fast, like a car swinging or whatever, and the car just reacts on time. I know there have been many accidents and the autopilot. Like, people, when there's an announcement like this one from OpenAI, people immediately try to find the bad things about it. And it blows my mind. How can you not predict that today there's video generation, tomorrow there's AI-generated Netflix? You go on Netflix and you watch a mix of Walter White being with the Friends cast, smoking weed with Chandler, because you can generate that with text. Or as soon as you finish The Office and you're like, this is now my personality and I'm going to rewatch it, Netflix is going to be like, how about one more season? Which actor do you like? DiCaprio, whatever. You go select the actors and you continue watching The Office forever. That's going to be a thing. It's going to be creepy. I think we're going to be tired of content, but I also think it's going to post a bunch of bangers. Like, it's going to continue Seinfeld, but now you're going to get guest characters from Friends or whatever. Like, if you cannot get your imagination to think all of these things, you're out of your fucking mind. If you're like, no, AI is going to stop here. Yeah, it's going to stop this year for you. Sometimes around March, AI is going to stop. Or like every time I talk to, like, I don't know, close people or family members, they're like, oh, dude, someone's going to regulate this. Someone's going to put a stop on this. Did you see that they banned it in Finland? They were saying all of these things about the internet. It didn't disappear. It's just going to take more jobs and more jobs and more jobs. And you're on the list. Like, photographers didn't think they'll lose their job to AI products doing headshots. But now you can upload 5 selfies and photo AI or whatever can generate a bunch of professional photographs from you. You don't have to go to a studio and go take a passport photo or take like a professional headshot for your LinkedIn. Like, no one, I honestly, I've been talking about AI, but that was the last job that I had in mind that's going to be replaced. Now we have like, this is coming for everyone, dude. Is it coming for this podcast? Yeah, I'm probably going to take all my episodes and then just babble here for hours and hours, and now it's going to be more interesting than me. No, it's fucking not. So anyway, I posted a banger. Let me just check the amount of likes, because I know, I have a feeling when a tweet is a banger. Dude, if I spend most of my day on Twitter, I'm going to be on the top. Do you understand that? Like, my brain thinks in memes, shit posts, and bangers, but I need to be more on Twitter. Unfortunately, tomorrow I'm going to block the iPad, and I'm not going to have that much access to Twitter, and that's when you don't know what's happening. But for now, I like having this iPad in my life and being on Twitter all the time. Basically, I was working today, and I like that I don't have Twitter on my computer, but I need to go to another room, usually the toilet, and be on the iPad. So if I ever reply to you on Twitter, it's from the toilet. Sorry. Yeah, how long? Well, I don't know how long were the rest of the videos because I chopped it up in multiple parts. And I think I covered everything, dude. Nothing interesting happened today, yesterday. Again, sorry for missing one episode. It was Valentine's Day. I said I'm going to do this every day, even when I'm traveling. But when there's something like really, really important happening, I'm going to skip a day. So give me a fucking break. I think I want to also record on Saturday because on Saturday it's like my... Also, yesterday was my free day. So I think it's fine if I skip it on Wednesday because I'm not going to work that day. And not a lot of things are going to happen that day. So I think we're good, dude. I think I can just do a Saturday recording because I'll be working on that day and I might have a bunch of things. Oh, I forgot an important thing. I had a meeting today with someone from My Body Tutor. I mentioned this platform before. It's more than coaching. It's complete mindset, psychology, and habits transformation. I had a talk with this guy. I heard about them like they were coaching Sam Parr from My First Million. So I had a call with this guy. I think he's the founder. And this basically costs, where's the freaking thing? It costs $299 per month, and you get one-on-one coaching, daily check-ins, proactive accountability, phone consultation, nutrition and fitness plans, blah, 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 blah. And they can guarantee, like, they have all of these before and after pictures. Like, they're going to find it's not only about training. They were training Noah Kagan also. It's not only about training. It's about changing your mindset, changing your habits. Like, all of these people have lost so many pounds, blah, 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 but they don't want to do it the way that the traditional way, like you got to work out and blah, blah, blah. They want to change your mindset about fitness and nutrition. So we had a call about me starting to work out with them. I'm going to cancel Copilot. I'm going to join this for at least a couple of months. And then also about collaboration with Benji, because they're building their own app, which is not that advanced. And they told me they have a problem and they're looking for someone to, for some collaboration on an app. And I just showed him Benji and he was like, holy shit, you built this by yourself in a year? That's fucking crazy. I told them that Benji already has like fasting tracking, weight tracking, meal tracking, workouts, habits, to-dos. Like it has everything that you would need for you to be a coach of someone. So I want to implement coaching functionality in Benji when you're tired of not fixing your life enough, you cannot get your shit together, you find a coach on the list of coaches, you require for them to coach you, there's some payment contract happening, and then they become your coach and they have an insight. I mean, you give them access to what you want to give them access to, usually the fitness related things. And then they coach you and tell you how to be better. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here. Like there's a lot of shit that's going to happen with Benji, dude. As soon as I finish this course, it's going to be big. I'm telling you this. I also thought of white labeling. I offered this guy, I'm like, why don't we do a thing where if you don't want cooperation with Benji, I can do like a white label thing where it's going to be called My Body Tutor. It's going to be on your domain, but it's going to be Benji under the hood. It's going to have your logo, your theme, your whatever, your colors. But you will choose which features do you want for the users. Like you want fasting and you want weight tracking and you want a bunch of other things. But the people won't even see the name Benji. It's just going to be our features package is a white label thing that you can. And then when I thought of this, I'm like, holy shit, like this can go in so many directions. There's so many probably coaches and nutritionists and whatever that need something like this. Fuck, I get hyped now. I want to code, dude. It's midnight. I hate when I do hyped up shit. Usually I want to spend time after like 8, 9 p.m. I want to spend time with my family and just, my daughter's sleeping, but spend time with my wife and unwind and just talk about daily stuff because then I can sleep. If I'm on Twitter, if I'm talking about my ideas, I get hyped and I want to do shit right now. Holy shit, just look at this. This was, I don't know how much was the CO2 before the podcast. Now it's in the yellow. It's 1,000 and something. So I'm going to open the window. Definitely works. Definitely not sponsored. People, when everyone started talking about CO2, mostly Theo, they were like, who sponsored you to say this? No one, dude. It's like a basic thing. Like this thing makes you feel drowsy if you let it, a lot of this get in your room. So anyway, dude, whatever. What else happened? No other meetings? Oh yeah, I missed a meeting. I was supposed to have a meeting with Front End Masters just to do some collaboration on workshops because I said I want to do more workshops, but there's something deep down within me. Honestly, there's this little voice that says, you don't want to do this. Stop doing things that you don't want to do. I want to do the workshops, honestly, as a cash grab, but not a grab. I just want to get them as money to be able to hire more developers, marketers, designers to actually work on Benji. But I'm like, is that the right way? Because like I'm still devoting a portion of my energy, like half of my brain has to go and think about optimizing that. And I said yesterday, do less. So maybe there's nothing going to happen. I'm also ready to maybe just sell React Academy as a branding to someone. Like there's nothing behind React Academy. It's just the landing page and the branding and SEO. But I think I might get to a point, I'm like, fuck everything else. Let me just go all in on Benji. Like I could say this for Sizzy, which is like bringing way more money than Benji. But Benji, like I feel like that's my passion. Making a life OS and making people better. I feel like this is my passion. And I'm not sure if I want to do the workshops or just spend that one day. If I spend those 8 hours teaching someone, what if I spend them just coding and going all in on this idea? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments maybe. That's it, dude. I don't have movies, books, anything. I think this was too long anyway. So thank you for watching. Join the Discord. Go follow me on Twitter. Follow me. Do the homework. Do the description homework. Join some links. Buy the course. Or do whatever the fuck you want to do. Who is the singer of Chandelier? See ya in the next one. Ya donuts.